getting loose in advance of his first start for the injured Alex Smith here. And the Seahawks want to pressure him, and for that they will look to Jamal Adams, a guy who we called a safety. We said they traded for safety Jamal Adams. Well, in their mind, they were getting a safety slash linebacker because they knew that he would be a big part of their pressure packages this year, and he has been. 8.5 sacks, a new record for a defensive back in a single season. But it's not just about coming free on a blitz for him. When I speak to Seattle folks, they say he has a knack for using his hands, getting on the edge, and setting up blockers. So they will lean on that skill set and their pressure packages as they try to disrupt Haskins early and often today, Rich.
Well, to use the Parcells phrase, Dwayne Haskins has to drop his Huggies today. I mean, this is it. You know, last year was his first year, and then this year they gave him a little bit of run in the first quarter of the season to see what he's got or what he can do, and they decided let's have him sit on the sidelines and have him watch some more today. They've got to pull off this game. Steve, what do you think?
Yeah, you know, Dwayne has got to be a game manager. I hate to use that phrase. What does that mean? No turnovers, no sacks, no penalties. Just do what you're supposed to do. Let your defense win this game, because they have 5 first-round pass rushers, including the guy you interviewed right here, Chase Young. And so this defense has got to pressure Russell Wilson all day long, and they've been doing that better and better each week. That's going to be the key today.
Yeah, and it's scary that Gibson's out, because that's when you
couldn't agree more.
Oh, go ahead, Kurt.
Sorry, Irv. I said I couldn't agree more, Coach, is that I believe that the formula has been Alex Smith protecting the football. Can Dwayne Haskins protect the football offensively instead of trying to make a bunch of big plays? And then, as you mentioned, Coach, it's about getting after Russell Wilson. This team is built on their front 7. And you've got to get Russell Wilson to hold the ball first, right? Not get it out. He's looking left. Maybe should have been looking right against the pressure. Now he's holding the football. Now you got to get after him and force him to make some mistakes. He doesn't make a lot of them, but he will make some if he's got to hold it and you got pressure on him. Throws an interception in this particular case. But we also know that Russell Wilson is pretty good when he holds the football if you don't get that pressure. If you don't rally to him. He's holding the football, can't find anybody right off the bat, but there's no pressure around him. What's he do? Throws a touchdown pass. We'll take another look here. Oh, he's holding it. His first guys aren't open. Nice job here. You get some pressure, you got his leg, but you don't bring him down. What does Russell Wilson do? He finds a guy and makes a play. And so it's a combination. The back end has to work with the front end. They got to make sure that Russell Wilson holds the football. And then those guys up front have to rally and continually have pressure on RW.
And because Antonio Gibson's out, guys, we want him to just manage the game, but he wouldn't have to make plays in this game if they have any chance at winning this game, because McKissick is more of a dual threat. So now you have to drop that ball off and let him be able to make plays. So, yeah, Haskins going to have to make some plays, not just control the game.
And again, I asked moments ago what the color of your suit is. Buccaneer Bruce, creamsicle orange is one. Boy, I love our viewers. They're just on it. Sherbet color.
So fun.
Okay, send the sherbet to Irv right there. Hurricane orange, yeah. You know it. You and Mike know it. Mike Torty.
Different than Hurricane one, but that's close.
We got one more.
Close. I can take that.
Oh no! Come on, Mario.
Come on. Why do we show that?
Is ugly a color?
No, I don't think so. Not even in the Crayola box.
Oh, I never.
I like it. The offense that we've seen from Patrick Mahomes on occasion. We've seen last week he got picked off 3 times. Yep. Week before they won a game in which they scored a touchdown that, including the receiver, didn't know they scored a touchdown, so they didn't even review it. I mean, they won both games. So, what if this team comes in on offensive tilt today? Will Drew Brees, haven't played in a month, be able to keep up, minus Michael Thomas on this offense today with Patrick Mahomes?
Well, that's the big thing, because the Chiefs are at full strength, which is scary. And when you don't have Michael Thomas, who had 149 catches last year, he's out. He'll be on IR. That's going to be difficult. Now, you know, Drew Brees is going to... First of all, the last 22 games, the Chiefs have won 21. The only game they lost, the Raiders scored 40 points. You have to outscore these guys. Now, can Drew Brees muster up 35, 40 points to outscore the Chiefs? He's going to have to be big with Alvin Kamara. You got Jared Cook. You got Emmanuel Sanders. Traquan Smith are going to have to really step up and bring their A game, and they're going to have to be perfect because they're a little bit shorthanded, Kurt.
Yeah, Coach, we talk about this every week. I feel like we're asking this question about every team that has to play the Chiefs. Can they keep up with them? And we know that there's no team as explosive as the Chiefs that has the weapons that the Chiefs have. So the answer's always no. But when we go back and look at the Chiefs, they've had 5 straight games where they've been one-possession games. And one of the big things to me is Patrick Mahomes, I don't know if he's bored or what, but he's always trying to make the big play instead of sometimes just making the right play. And you see right there, underneath guys open, instead I'm going to try to make that big play down the field. Once again, to the right-hand side. I got a guy underneath, he's open. That's an easy first down. Let me try to fit it in here to Travis Kelce, and we'll see it one more time. Eyes down the field. I'm trying to get that one-on-one on the deep corner. Pass up what's underneath leads to a sack. And so I think sometimes this team is so used to making big play after big play that sometimes Patrick Mahomes gets kind of stuck going, hey, let's go out and make another big play and blow this thing out of there. And in doing that, they keep the game closer at times. So to me, it's not about the Saints outscoring them and necessarily scoring 40 points. But when they have chances to take advantage of 3 interceptions or Patrick Mahomes trying to take those big plays, that's when Drew Brees has to be the efficient Drew Brees and put points on the board.
And, Kurt, that's exactly why I believe when they first announced that Drew Brees was playing, I said, oh, they have a chance. Then they announced that Michael Thomas was not playing. I said, well, that chance it just goes just like that. but I believe in what you're saying, Kurt, because the reality is whenever you get ready to play him, everybody's talking about, big plays are going to be made offensively, defensively, everybody, big plays, big plays. But Drew Brees won't get caught up in that. He'll stick to his game plan. He'll dink and dunk that football. He'll take his time. He won't get caught up and try to make the mistake of throwing the ball down the field. I know we expect them to score 40 points every game, but that Miami defense played pretty well. If the offense had played pretty well, they had a shot. And the Saints got a defense that can play pretty well, that can give Drew Brees, even minus Michael Thomas, a shot at playing with and keeping up with the Saints. Don't keep it up with the Chiefs. The Saints, that was a letdown game last week. We didn't talk about it. It was a trap game. We didn't talk about it because the story was Jalen Hurts over the trap game. But it was a trap game, and they will be ready today.
And interestingly enough, the Brees homecoming, if you will, he's been back is overshadowing an actual homecoming. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Baton Rouge native, LSU Tiger. Last time he was in this building, LSU won the national championship game. It's a pretty big game for this young man. I'm sure he's going to want to ball out later on today. As for the Brees return, and Ian Rappaport, you take it away.
Rich, Sean Payton, the Saints coach, started the week this week very cautious. Yeah, we'll see how Drew goes. We don't want to rush him. Listen to this. The Saints knew on Monday afternoon that Drew Brees was going to be the starting quarterback this Sunday. They kept it quiet. They made sure it did not get out of their building until much later. But they knew after his workout that he had been cleared, that he was good to go after a punctured lung, after several broken ribs. And as far as his practice preparation, it was full. Drew Brees got all of the first-team reps. Basically, his normal rep allotment had he not been injured. Taysom Hill went back to the special teams meeting to resume those duties. As far as how Brees looked, I'm told he looked great. Looked like himself pre-injury, no issues, no worries. All systems goes for Brees. And by the way, the Chiefs, as of about Thursday, were also preparing for Brees. They had a pretty good idea, Rich, too.
Well, the Saints need to win this game to get back into a same record tie as Green Bay. Unfortunately for the Saints, Green Bay's Week 3 win in New Orleans is a head-to-head tiebreak in their favor. So the Saints need to win this and then still get a little bit of help in order to get back in that 1 seed before the entire season is